If I were to listen to this shithead or that shithead over the last 8 or 9 years, I would have missed out on this Trump rally. And I would have missed... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Holy Joe Rock and Roll Show, live and unscripted. What up, everybody? It's Friday, the 16th of December, 2016. Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you live and unscripted for your daily dose of reality. The American Dow, the index is almost hitting 20,000 for the first time, hitting record highs over and over again since November 8th and the election of Donald J. Trump. What's going on, folks? What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It is something that I predicted years ago, and I did a video on it, saying that the animal spirits, the enthusiasm, the energy, the confidence would not come back until we elected somebody to replace Barack Hussein Obama. We see that's happened, and Trump's America First policies are going to obviously help Americans make more money because the jobs are going to be coming back. And that's going to improve profits of American companies doing business in America. Now, at the same time, it means that interest rates will slowly rise, which is going to mean the dollar is getting stronger, which it has against the euro, against the Polish zloty, against a number of currencies. It's continuing to get stronger. All that means is that international companies that do business outside of the U.S. and get paid in foreign currencies, when they go to convert those foreign currencies back into dollars, they're going to get less dollars, okay? So it is a drag on earnings as reported in US dollars, but it doesn't tell you the whole story. If Trump is able to make better trade deals so that US companies can export more, and if we import less, it should have a negligible effect on the actual revenues of most companies. Now, again, you know, the weird thing is, if a foreign currency, let's say against the dollar, drops by 10%, but you boost exports to that country by 20%, you know, net, the numbers are reported in US dollars are going to be zero, but really you got a 20% boost in that local economy, right? So the numbers by themselves don't tell you everything. It's just that if you're a bean counter and you say, well, earnings are down currency adjusted 10%, that looks bad, but it doesn't tell you the whole story. And that's something really critical that you have to really dig deeper. And when a company's stock goes down, but you find out that they're selling more in foreign countries year over year, just that the repatriation of the dollars, at least, or the reporting of the foreign currency in US dollars goes down, you got to understand that whole dynamic, because it may be a good buying opportunity. Now, I'm predicting 20,000 Dow before the inauguration, which is January 20th. It's going to happen. We just see it step by step, the Dow getting up there. Were you lucky enough or smart enough or fast enough to capture the S&P 500 when it dipped to around 199, 198? Because I did, using my analytical skills and spidey senses. I knew this was a great buying opportunity. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to back up the truck, but I backed up enough of a truck to be sitting pretty good on the S&P 500, which is reliably probably the best index to buy, especially if you're investing in for your 401k or one of your IRAs, or even it's just your first tranche of savings that you want to invest for long term. S&P 500 is considered to be a good index because it covers the 500 biggest companies on the Standard & Poor's list. So that's definitely something that I would recommend. If you don't have any investments and if you're sort of afraid to do individual stock picking, grab that S&P 500. It's not too late. It pays like a 2.3% dividend, so at least you're getting something. And on average, you know, over a long period of time, S&P 500 has doubled every 7 to 10 years. So if you got 20 years before retirement, it's going to double at least twice. And that's assuming that you don't put any additional money in. But if you're putting in a little bit every month, it's going to compound that growth. So keep an eye out. Oh, what could hurt the Trump rally? Well, of course, interest rates could hurt the Trump rally. If interest rates get around 5-6%, which probably wouldn't happen for a couple of years, then so-called bond equivalent stocks, utilities, energy companies, stuff like that are paying 8 or 9%. People might sell those and switch into CDs or other considered more safe investments. So that may put a little bit of a dent in the stock market in certain areas, so-called bond equivalents or whatnot, sort of safety stocks. But those are defensive stocks. The tobacco stocks been winners. Energy companies, the bigger integrated ones have been winners. The smaller independents have been hit or miss. Most of the pipeline companies, when you consider the distributions, have been winners, although you may be down on your actual investment. But if you add in the dividends, you're probably at break even right now, and that's looking good for the future of an American first policy towards energy independence for the United States. There's going to be definitely more exploration, more transportation, more refining of energy products in the U.S., which is going to boost jobs, and it's going to boost energy independence, and it's going to boost tax receipts for the U.S. government. And it's going to put the kibosh, at least to a smaller degree, whatever we don't import from the Middle East, it's money that we're not sending to the Middle East that's going to finance terrorism. Let's just be honest about it. And it's less terrorism that we're going to have to fight with our own money. So it's a win-win. So it's a triple win. Win for the American people, win for the government, and a win against #Islam sucks balls. So I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll, coming at you live and unscripted here in the office, ready for the market to open, ready to do some buying, some selling, some trading. I need 50,000 wheat futures at the market, baby. Remember to make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. Oh, and P.S. If I were to listen to this shithead or that shithead over the last 8 or 9 years, I would have missed out on this Trump rally, and I would have missed out on the doubling of the S&P and the Dow since the lows in early 2008, 2009. Right? So Mr. Doom and Gloom and Mr. Currency collapse have been wrong for infinitum. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't hedge your bets, have some so-called gold and silver. I'm not saying you shouldn't have that. I'm just saying that I would have missed out on a huge rally and the financial independence that I enjoy today if I would have listened to this dick or this dick. So remember that. America first. The Trump rally continues, and America is going to get better and better. So just fire it up, get ready to go.